Poems.
You could argue that was a poem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so. Not really, to be honest. I don't really like poetry. Is that sort of thing to say?
It always comes across as pretentious.
Yeah, I don't like Shakespeare,
No.
but that's going to upset the thesp in the corner.
Oh, my dear, but how can it possibly be the bard? It's the bard. I mean, surely, without the bard, where would we be?
Well, I think you don't understand what you're saying.
I thought that, John Cleese once said that he thought it was panto. It was all panto. And he's quite right, I think. I just don't get it. I don't get the... What's the meter? The
Iambic pentameter.
Please explain that.
Iambic pentameter, oh my goodness, is...
How long have you got?
It's 5... Oh, how many beats is it?
Do you know what this is? Have you ever heard this?
No idea.
Listen, this is good.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the... See, I don't even know.
But it's a rhythm, basically.
It's a rhythm. Well, it's a number of syllables per line. You see, I should really know this. And there's people now, if anybody is listening to this, screaming, going, it's 10, whatever it is, beats to the...
Yeah.
Anyway.
Thing is, I think possibly if I knew that, I'd actually want to read it more. If I knew there was a code behind it, I think I'd want to read it
Well,
more.
it's that a lot of it's written in verse, and it's just the amount of beats in the lines of the verse. And there are all sorts of rules, like you should, because of course it's written in verse, but people tend to, when actors, especially when they read it, tend to end the sense of the line at the end of the first line rather than following the whole sentence. And that's something you have to kind of drum into students.
Yeah.
So instead of going to be or not to be, that is the question. So you have to go to be or not to be. That is the question. Do you see what I mean? You have to carry it on as if you're going to finish the whole sentence, and they often don't do that.
And I think it sounds to me like if I understood even a bit of that, then my appreciation of it might have been, improved over the years.
But I think
I'm not sure that's true though. And also, I don't know. I mean, there were, in the old days, the kind of the great Oliviers and all of that, and Ralph Richardson, they had those beautiful voices that were just sort of,
They did.
enunciated in a way, but it became more like, I don't know. You lost the sense of a lot of what of what it was saying. I went to see Irish actor Andrew Cross do Hamlet. Andrew Cross, who's the priest now in Fleabag.
Oh right,
I think his name's Andrew Cross.
Moriarty. He was Moriarty in
Was he?
Sherlock as
Okay.
well, wasn't he?
Very possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, he was fantastic. But his was very naturalistic. His reading of Hamlet was very, it wasn't, you weren't aware that he was reading,
Shakespearean.
Yeah, he was Shakespearean, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to use our imaginations as much anyway. I think in Shakespeare's time, that was actually all they had was that medium. Whereas now we've got film. I can't go to a theatre now because
I think
just it.
You can't go to a theatre. You can't go to a theatre either.
I think.
No, you remember that thing that happened last time? I can't go in them anyway.
I think generally it's awful. I know it's a terrible thing to say.
Well, no, it's not a terrible thing to say. A lot of it is awful. I mean, I'm certainly not going to sit here and go, "Oh, theatre, darling, it's marvellous," because a lot of it is real rubbish.
Well, I don't know. It's not even that. It's just that there's so many. It's so much easier now to watch an absolute, blockbuster or whatever it may be on TV in your room. TVs are so good. The surround sound, the whole, and a cinema. It's.
Yeah, you've got.
I don't. Whereas when I was, I did love the theatre, and when I.
And may I say, the theatre loved you.
I thought it did.
It very much did. It was very much a mutual thing. So I go on.
But it was so I did the Edinburgh Festival and absolutely loved every minute of doing that and watching and going to other things. But maybe that was youth, and now I've just become jaded and just think I can't imagine listening to you any longer. I'm just going to go and put my headphones on and watch, Avengers.
But Game of Thrones, I think, will be studied like Shakespeare. I think there's a good possibility that people will be doing degrees in Game of Thrones.
I don't think it's got the depth of
Sure, you
Shakespeare.
already are.
Just because of the writing and the the scripting and the performances and all of the other art that goes on to bring that type of thing to us. The CGI, the lighting, the camera work, everything about it is just second to none, isn't it?
What happens though?
And then somebody says, "Oh, do you want to go to the theatre to see?"
Yeah,
No, Game of
Blood
Thrones
Brothers.
is on. Game of Thrones is on. Sorry.
Should we go see Cats at the theatre?
Oh,
What? Cats?
Well, no, I wouldn't go and see Cat. But I mean, but that's a music. But I've never seen Game of Thrones.
Lee, pick him up on that one. That's just not right.
You've never seen it.
I've never seen. I feel like this is one of those men's groups where you just go and you go.
Yeah, my name's Simon,
My
and
name's Simon, and I've never seen Game of Thrones.